Hello once again, those who are watching this in the recording. It's the 10th of February, and we're looking at the difference between infinitive and gerund. We started to talk about things that you need to remember to do today, whether you have a good memory. And thank you very much for your examples. Well, if you ask me, what I have to remember to do today is that I have been invited to my godson's birthday. It is his birthday today. He is 1 year old, and we're going to the party in the evening. And I have ordered 20 balloons. And the problem is that I might forget to pick them up because I have so many things on my plate, so much to do that I might just like literally forget it. So I need to remember to pick up my balloons before I go to the party. Also, I need to remember to buy something for the mother because it's her holiday as well, like a little present. Some things, oh, my daughter asked me to, what did she ask me to do? I need to remember to order the contacts for her and to do her a hairstyle. And I need not to forget to go to the swimming pool with my younger one. When will I start this all in my day? Well, things that you have to do, remember to do, not forget to do. If you ask me why I'm telling you all that, have a look at these two examples. Do you remember to tell Sam about did you remember to tell Sam about the meeting? I remember talking to him before. This is two examples with the word remember, after which you use the infinitive and after which you use the gerund. Not long time ago, we were talking about the rule where you use infinitives and gerunds after some verbs, like these ones. You see, we have to say gerund after admit doing, avoid doing, blah, blah, blah. And there are some verbs after which we use infinitive. Afford to do, agree to do, decide to do, and so on. But there are some verbs after which you use gerund and infinitive, but with a difference in meaning. Remember, see, this is another example of remember, and we are looking at it closer today. There are quite a few words like that. Have a look at these two. Did you remember to tell Sam about the meeting? Ты вспомнил сказать Сэму про встречу? I remember talking to him before. Помню, что раньше разговаривала когда-то с ним. Can you see the difference in this remember thing between the first one and the second one?
In the first case, we are talking about not to forget to do something, but in the second is memory or memorizing.
Yeah, I see that you understand, but let's put it to a clearer explanation. Maybe somebody else wants to? All right, so this is your life, okay? This is your moment right now, okay? This is the something that you have to remember. If you say, remember to do something, you have to remember to do it in the future. Like, remember we spoke about the things with you today? What do you have to remember to do? Tatiana needs to remember to pick up her balloons. What does Yura have to remember? To prepare for the visit of his sister. What does Vlad has to remember to do? To talk to these guys, yeah? To talk.
Talk with...
What does Sasha have to remember to do? I forgot.
Sasha muted.
To fix the graphic.
Yeah, fix the graphic. Sasha needs to remember to fix the graphic. So when we speak about something that you have to remember to do, it means that it will happen after remember. But if you say remember doing, it happened before you remember, before the moment you say it. Like, do we have an example with anybody? Something from the past. something from the past. So in our examples, there was nothing like that today, but I can say, I remember locking my car, but I'm not sure. Well, I clearly remember locking my car. Remember locking. So I remember the moment that I was turning the key, yeah, and it's in my memory. It's in the past. Yeah, give me some examples. What do you remember doing recently? Something you know for sure that you did this. You have no doubts.
I remember traveling in Italy.
So Vlad would be at the party with his friends and say, oh, I remember traveling in Italy. And he will break into memories telling about how they did things, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember traveling. So you remember something that happened in your life before. See? So when you remember doing something, it comes from your previous experience. When you need to remember to do something, yeah, recall past events. When you need to remember to do something, it is the plan for the future, not to forget to do what you have planned to do. Tell me, please, does that make sense to you? Right?
Yeah.
My second question, are you ready for more? because there are quite a few examples of these verbs being used with infinitives and gerunds. And well, I'm afraid I don't want to be to start getting like overloading for you because it might be much. I have been doing this a lot, like studying it myself and then explaining it to other students. So what I'm afraid of is I'm afraid that you can start boiling from this information and it might get like overwhelming. It means too much and like difficult to take in, difficult to digest. So when it starts to get too much, you let me know, okay? So Tatiana,
Okay.
practice.
Выносите.
I think it's a good point for the homework to how will be закрепить.
To practice to, how will be the I said to practice to be more confident with the rule. This is how I would say this in English. I can't think of this of just like a verb закрепить, but I would say to feel more confident with the rule, like that. Okay. Good. So yeah, I will give you home exercise to practice this grammar. Just for now, let's look at the difference. Okay. Here we go. So there are some words after which you can use either of the two without like little difference. I can't bear to be alone. I can't bear being alone. This is the same. The government ceased to provide. The government ceased providing carefree healthcare. He neglected to do his daily chores. He neglected doing his daily chores. The thing is, there are more words like this. Begin, start, continue, propose, bother, intend. There's no difference in meaning. The thing is, you cannot use the two ing forms one after another. See, you can't say it's starting getting cold. For this matter, you can use the other one to avoid repetition of the same form of the verb. Yeah. So when he reads the note, he started laughing. When he read the note, he started to laugh. So in this case, there is no difference in meaning between these two words. Advise, allow, permit, recommend, encourage. First of all, let's see if you know the meaning. To advise, Alina?
Which one here?
Do you see I'm showing it? Oh,
Yes.
sorry, I was just like on pause. This one.
Advice and what?
What it means to advise.
Советовать.
Посоветовать что-то делать. Allow, Vlad.
Allow, позволять.
Разрешать, permit. Юра.
Разрешать.
Same thing, yeah. Allow, permit is very similar. Sasha, recommend
Рекомендовать.
and encourage, Alina.
Вдохновлять.
Yeah. So when you encourage somebody to do something, it's not only вдохновлять, it's поощрять, вдохновлять, подталкивать, одобрять. So all of these words together, I encourage you to do your homework, okay?
Я бы сказал вовлекать.
Including that. It has, encourage has like tons of translations. Вдохновлять, поощрять, подталкивать, вовлекать, помогать, поощрять, and like all of these things to encourage. The funny thing is, if you use somebody, he advised us to book in advance. We were allowed to come. He advised us to book in advance is infinitive because if you have us, кому. He advised booking in advance. There is no us. That's why you say in. He advised booking in advance. Permit doing, allow doing, but he allowed me to do. If you use passive, the passive form, we were allowed to come, it will be the infinitive. Because our boss allowed coming, позволил приход, but in the passive voice, it will be was allowed to come. Let me maybe cover the rest so that it's more easy for you to look at them. So we already studied the remember thing, right? Forget is the same as remember, just with the opposite meaning. Yeah, because remember is the same as not forget. And forget is not the same as not remember. Yeah, I have to go out. I forgot to buy a newspaper. So I forgot to do what? To buy. If you forget doing something, you forget the process. Yeah, you forget about this past event. See, forget to, not remember to do something. Like in this case, I have to remember to do my plans. If you forget doing something, I'll never forget traveling in Italy, right? I'll never forget something that happened before. Same as I remember. I remember traveling in Italy. I can't forget traveling in Italy. So just use forget and remember as two polar words. And with the particle not, you can just say the same, give the same meaning. This word to go on. Yeah, still want to keep it a little bit of a secret from you to give you the rule before I give you the first example. Okay. She introduced herself and went on to talk about her new book. And another example. He went on writing letters until 10 a.m. First, the infinitive. She introduced herself and went on to talk about her new book. What process was she doing in this story?
Another one.
What process is she busy with? Speaking, right? She introduced herself. This was speaking. She went on to talk about her new book. She also went on speaking. But in the first situation, in the first part of the sentence, she was talking about herself. She went on with her speaking, but she did a different kind of speaking. She talked about her book. So she continued her speaking, but she went from the topic of introducing herself to the topic of talking about her book, which means that using the infinitive, we continue doing a process, but a different kind. Here, he went on writing letters until 10 a.m. He continued doing what kind of process?
Writing.
Writing letters. He started writing letters and he went on writing letters. You see the difference now? To stop one action and start another one, but continue with the same process. With go on doing, you continue with the same action over and over again. Does that make sense? All right, you're not boring yet? Is your mind not boiling yet? Mean, okay? She means to buy a new car soon. She is determined to get a ticket for the concert, even if it means paying a lot of money. Maybe you can see the difference between these two. She means to buy a new car, even if it means paying a lot of money. Can you try to replace mean by another verb similar to its meaning in this particular context? She means to buy.
Mean.
She means to buy a new car soon. Mean вообще имеется в виду. What do you mean? Что ты имеешь в виду? I mean, I don't mean it. Я вообще не нарочно. Like this meant, это означало, mean has got many meanings. Я mean a meaning. Can you replace this means here by another verb?
Средства.
Это глагол здесь будет.
It's in глагол.
Она планирует.
Yeah, English. She plans or maybe wants to buy a new car soon, right? Like wants to buy a new car. She wants to buy a new car soon. So means to is like wants in the meaning of wants. Can you use want here? She is determined to find a ticket for the concert, even if it wants paying a lot of money. No, here it will not work. So when you replace the word with another one, you can see the difference. She is determined to get a ticket for the concert, even if it means paying. Even if it
Means означает платить.
Can you replace it with a similar word that will not destroy the meaning of the sentence? Any ideas? Come on, come on.
What means it if it
Yura, Alina, Sasha, give me a similar word. Do you understand the meaning of the sentence, huh?
Да, yeah, I don't know how to say приведет.
Lead to.
Lead to, yeah. If
Okay.
it
If this leads to, okay, if it leads to buying a lot of money, what I suggest here, if to use this word, Yura, by the way, you used this word today already.
yeah.
it imply, but it's unknown.
I suggest using this word involve, yeah? Even if it involves paying a lot of money. See? And this is the difference of between the two words. When you say mean to, you intend to, you want to, yeah? Like Alina said, you plan to do something, you want to do something. It's the same as intend to do. Wants, intends, and plans. So if you use mean in this meaning, you would use it with infinitive. If you use mean in the meaning of involve, it means a lot of working. Like it means practicing. It means practicing this exercise a lot. Okay, it gives the meaning of involve. If you can replace means by involve, it will be followed by adherent. Are you still okay there?
It's interesting.
Not as much, and I'm really afraid that I don't want to get you into too much like confusion. But does this make sense for now? Do you understand the logics?
So as
Yeah.
I understood, the infinitive and gerund forms are different for the different
Meaning.
verbs.
Yeah, some verbs, not all. Like these verbs I'm telling you about depend on the context, because as we looked before here in our rule, these verbs, can you see this blue chart?
Yeah.
Maybe I will connect to you with better sound. Admit, avoid, deny, dislike, enjoy. They all followed by gerunds usually. I mean, supposed to be followed always. These verbs are followed by infinitive, but there are some verbs that are followed by gerund and infinitive, but it depends on what you're trying to say, on the context, on the meaning. Okay?
And how much these verbs?
How many these verbs? Do you want me
Yeah.
to tell you now?
All of them.
Is it an infinite number?
You know what, Yura? I'm not like the one who knows everybody. I know quite a few verbs. There are a few more that I don't know. And what is the number? I definitely cannot tell you. My worry today is that I give you as many words today as you are ready to take in. To take in means переварить. That's another expression. You're welcome to use it. Take in. Yeah. So as many as you're ready to take in, go do it. So shall we take one more?
Yeah.
And then we'll go practicing them. We'll have to speak using them in speech. Regret.
Regret.
Remember what's regret?
No.
Сожалеть.
Mhm.
Yep. We regret to inform you that you have failed your exam, for example. I regret to tell you that the computer hasn't been fixed. Okay, I regret to tell you something. He regretted selling his house. Is this clear, the difference?
He canceled selling his house.
No, regret is сожалеть. You can't do anything when you start regretting. Regretting is about feeling sorry. Yeah, like having this feeling sorry.
Он пожалел, что продал.
Сожалеет.
Yeah, maybe
Жалеет.
the first case, I regret to inform. We regret to inform. It's like we sorry for that, but
Yes, good
yeah.
job. Yeah. Mhm. I feel sorry. You can replace it by feel sorry to inform you. And in the second case, Vlad? Or maybe
Second,
somebody else.
it's like feel strong emotional upset.
Yes, good job. That's very good. So again, when you say, I regret to inform you, I am sorry, but this is the information you have to know. When you say regret doing something, you are sorry because this happened in the past.
Mhm.
It's same as remember. Yeah, I need to remember to do. Не забыть сделать в будущем. Oh, I remember locking the door. Помню, как закрывала дверь. Same with regret. I regret to tell you. Сожалею, что сейчас придется вам сообщить вот эту информацию. I regret to blah-blah-blah. I regret selling my house. Жаль, что вот это в прошедшем, эта мысль, что мы продали дом. I regret selling the house. So regret doing in the past. Regret to do for the future action. Regret to do to feel sorry to do something. Okay.
Mhm.
Good. One more? It's like ping pong.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it, Tatiana. We are still, our memory is very strong to remember all your things today. Good, let's see. We tried to move the heavy branch to the side of the road. If you can't go to sleep, try drinking some milk. That might be very confusing. And sometimes you can think that try fits this one and this one equally. But yeah, it takes time. It took me years to see the difference. That's why, good luck.
This word was on the previous lessons, like remember.
I think, yeah, it's about past and future.
Well, it's
Actions.
always it's very good when you can have like such replacements that will help you understand. If you replace the meaning, the form of this word by another word, okay, yeah. If I change it into intend, it makes sense. It's infinitive. If I change it into involve, okay, this is gerund. So what I suggest here, we tried to move the heavy branch to the side of the road.
Which was
Can you
in
change?
past, like
Yes.
regret.
I guess
And
difference
drinking
is
some milk in future.
Very similar,
Oh.
but yeah, very similar.
Mhm.
But you can also say, okay, we tried to move. What did we actually do?
the difference is
We moved.
we make an effort to do something.
Yes, fantastic, Vlad. So we made an effort. To make an effort is to actually do something physically or mentally as well. It's just like to put some strength into it, to put effort, to do something with pressure, with your skill and ability, yeah, to make an effort to do something. We made an effort to move, so we physically used our power. Do you need to use physical power to try drinking some milk?
No.
Oh.
If you can't go to sleep, try drinking some milk. Have an experiment. So the key word here that I suggest you in this situation is have an experiment. Have an experiment. If you can have an experiment of trying milk as a means of falling asleep and it works, use it for future. So you actually did not put any effort in trying milk. It's just an experiment to do something else. See? So when you try to do something, it's an attempt, okay, to do one's best. An effort. The key word is effort that I suggest. But I'm sorry, I made a mistake here. Effort, not an effort. But if it's gerund, try doing. It's just an experiment. Try drinking some milk. Okay. Okay. Guys, I'm very sorry. Have I killed you already? with all these words, with all these crazy things? I hope not. Maybe shall we do some practice already? Because like there is a whole new chart with the verbs here: to stop, to be sorry, to like, to be afraid of, to dread, and to hate.
Oh.
This is a scary lesson. I'm scaring with grammar today, yeah? Be afraid. What is it? Ah, it's Sasha. I thought it was the background of mine. Is it sunshine with you there, Sasha?
Yeah.
Wow, great to see that. Let's change the topic of sunshine. So we might leave the rest of the things for the next lesson and just let's do some practice for now. Like there is no other way to remember these things, guys, unless you practice this in reality. Okay. Now you talk. I have talked enough. Now you will talk. Let's do some of the practice here. Oh, where is my button? Is my sound better with the telephone?
Yeah.
Hear me better? Okay. I just needed to make sure nobody's joining that meeting. So let's remember something from your childhood, okay? Remember something pleasant. I remember my mom picking me up from the kindergarten with some sweets, and I remember holding her hand, walking home, stepping on the puddles. Like I have this very strong, clear memories from my childhood. All right, let's try to remember something pleasant. And please use remember doing. Likewise, you can say, I can't forget riding my bicycle, my new bicycle ice around my house, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, give me some examples about remember or can't forget ing something.
I remember not working.
What?
I remember not working.
What do you mean, Alina?
That I didn't have to work in childhood.
Seriously? And this is the pleasant memory of your past?
Yes.
It's great.
That's funny. That's funny. Okay, to keep it visually clear for you, I'm going to be sharing this big screen. Remember doing something. Okay, I remember not working. I remember being a беззаботный ребенок. Беззаботный.
Free child.
Free, только free of забота.
Few worries.
Again, Alina?
Few of worries, or I don't know, something like that.
No. Беззаботный. Забота.
Okay.
Carry.
Carefree.
Carefree, yeah, carefree childhood. I remember being a carefree child. I remember having my carefree childhood. Good, thank you, Alina. Somebody else?
I cannot forget. I cannot forget forgot.
Everybody else is welcome to be making
I
up
forgot.
their sentences in the chat. I can't forget forgetting. Traveling in Italy, Vlad.
I can forget travel, not traveling, but having a ballet lesson.
Belly lessons. I can't forget having belly lessons. Do you have pleasant memories or stressful?
It was strange.
Strange, yeah.
Pretty bad memory.
Or maybe do you want to forget having these lessons? I want to forget having belly lessons.
Yeah, maybe.
Forget the process, maybe. Yura?
Yeah, I remember like in my childhood, I was, I've been in a village with grandma, and
I remember being in the village with my grandma.
yeah, and I'm trying to say with go on. But I don't remember the rule about go on and when.
We will get to it, Yura. Just don't get too much. Don't get put too much. Just like, let's do simple examples. I remember visiting my grandmother in the summer holidays, or like I remember staying with my grandmother.
Yeah, I went to the forest.
Я помню, как ходил в лес. I
remember visiting the forest.
Visiting. You don't visit. Guys, when you visit somebody, imagine yourself with flowers and champagne. You're visiting. You don't visit the forest with flowers and champagne. Going for a walk in the forest, like strolling.
Going for walking in the forest, and рыбачить.
Fishing. I remember fishing.
I remember fishing, yeah. and picking mushrooms
Mhm,
in the
mhm.
forest.
Good, thank you. Let's do Sasha.
I think about rule, and I can't put a verb in my expressions. Yeah, I never forget my first competition in light athletics. But where I can
Не
use,
могу забыть вот это
I never
соревнование. I can't
forget.
forget.
I can't forget
Глагол.
competition.
Competing
I can't
with.
competing.
With. Or you could say, I
Competing
can't forget
with.
having a competition with. Having a competition, or I can't forget competing. When you say can't forget competing, you remember the actual competing, the process of running first. But if you say, I can't forget having competitions, it means like the whole thing, the whole game, like from beginning to end, having competitions. Okay.
Okay.
Good
Yeah.
job. So have we taken it in? Have you placed it in your mind? Well, yeah. Remember doing, remember to do. Okay. From something positive, from positive. Did everybody say? I guess yes,
Yeah.
right? Everybody
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
From positive, let's move to negative. Bring me some sad news, guys. I regret to tell you that there are many more verbs with this kind of rule. Sasha will say, Tatiana, I regret to tell you I'm not going to do my homework. Okay, make me sad, guys. I'm a super positive person. Yeah, I love my life. I'm very optimistic. But you just try to kill me now. Tell me something sad. Tell me regret. Tell me something very unpleasant.
Let me start.
Make me upset.
I regret to tell that you will forget my
Pick up my balloon. You could say, I regret to suggest, боюсь, что придется мне предположить, что вы забудете, yeah? I regret to suggest you're forgetting to pick up the balloons. Thank you. That's funny, Vlad. Now I'll have to remember to do it for sure. Okay, more. I'm waiting.
And we're thinking.
We are not thinking, we're thinking.
No thinking. What are you thinking about? Everybody knows this prikol?
Yeah, I know.
I regret to suppose you cannot wake up tomorrow morning.
You might oversleep.
You might oversleep.
Yeah, I regret to suggest. Сожалею, что мне приходится предположить, что вы проспите завтра. Okay, I regret to suggest. But you have to have grounds, Vlad. What are your grounds?
Grounds?
What are your grounds to suggest that? You're suggesting about me. So you have to have grounds to suggest these things about me. What are your grounds? Основания.
You're having a party.
My grounds are you have you celebrate birthday.
Yeah, I already forgot saying you this. I forgot telling all of you about my party, but you remember my saying to you about this party. Yeah, I regret to suggest you might oversleep tomorrow morning. Okay, I'm having an online class. I can't.
I can say
Please.
I regret to admit that my покупка,
Purchase.
purchase of my guitar was not so good.
So not so good. Okay. Oh, feel so sorry about this. So I regret to admit, you even have a chain of this. Regret to admit, but admit is not followed by a verb. I regret to admit that my purchase of my guitar was not so good. Yeah, sorry about that, Yura, but this is all a lesson. Alina,
Yeah.
you have any regrets, Eric, to tell me something?
I don't know.
Make me sad, Alina. Say you're going on vacation and I'm not going to see you in class and enjoy your beautiful English.
But I'm
At
not
some
going.
point. You're not going on vacation?
No.
Tell me
Actually,
you're
I
going.
was on vacation on Monday, but I visited your class.
But you came to the class to do the projects. I'm so
Yes.
proud of you, Alina. Maybe you regret you have to miss the class because of something?
Oh, yes. Probably I will miss the class. I regret to miss the class because of my way to Warsaw.
Because of my traveling to Warsaw. I regret to miss, yeah, because you will do it in the future. I regret to miss the class because I will be traveling, because you speak about the future. Now, let's move to the past. Yura, you have a great opportunity now to use regret doing with the same example of yours. Жалею, что купила ту гитару.
Okay. I regret admitting.
No. There you will regret to admit, жалею, I'm sorry, жаль, что приходится признать. And here you have the fact of buying the guitar. Жалею, что купил. Потому что это past.
Regretted buying.
Не надо regret it. Я сейчас сожалею. I regret it now.
I regret it.
I regret что?
That.
Know that. You remember?
Buying.
In this case, when you regret doing something, when you feel sorry that this happened, you just use the gerund, the ing form.
So I regret buying my guitar.
Buying this guitar. That's right. Alina, do you regret coming to the lesson on Monday and doing the presentations, the startup pitching?
Sorry, but in the rule, I saw that was regretted.
Yeah, if you regret it in the past, it's regretted. If you regret it now,
I regret right now. Yeah, okay.
If you don't regret anymore, you can say, I regretted buying this car, but now I'm fine.
No, I'm still regretted.
So I still regret this. You can give me a negative sentence like I don't regret doing something. Не жалею ни о чем. Alina, what about coming to the class on Monday? Because it was your vacation, but you came.
It was okay because I have plenty of free time.
So не жалею, что проснулась рано.
I don't regret waking up on Monday so early.
I don't regret waking up early on Monday for the lesson. Oh, thank you, sweetheart, for the lesson. I was so worried, you guys, some of you might not come because we had been preparing this the previous lesson, but you did. Oh, thank you. All right, Sasha and Vlad, maybe some more examples on your part. Regret doing something in the past.
I regret. One second. I regretted.
In the past. Okay.
Yeah. I think smoking in childhood. I don't know. It's
Oh,
can't
bad boy.
misplate it. Yeah.
When I was 5, yeah.
Uh,
Maybe in the youth,
child,
Sasha.
no, childhood. It's very in teenagers
In the
time.
youth. In the youth.
You
In my
use
teenage years. You could say in my teenage years, or when I was a teenager.
You might.
But not
Okay.
anymore. You don't regret anymore. Or do you still regret? Or do you have new lungs? Somebody gave you new lungs.
Life too short to regret.
To regret it.
You make the point, Vlad. You're right. Okay, regret is smoking. So Vlad does not regret doing anything, right?
I don't regret celebrating the wedding.
No, you confuse me.
Я не сожалею.
Я не жалею,
I'm-
что свадьбу отпраздновал.
We're talking about the past, but it will be in the future, but the decision has been made.
I
Okay.
don't regret making the decision
Yeah,
to celebrate the wedding.
yeah.
All right, then it will make sense.
Yeah.
I don't regret making this. Did you have doubts?
Yeah, because of
Money thing?
because of coronavirus and money that we spend for
Money-wise.
this, we considered different scenarios how we can spend this money. Maybe just
You know what?
go to the kind of France or
Go travel somewhere. You know, when I recall my wedding, I regret not having been cloned into 5 more Tatianas. I would have controlled the presenter of the wedding, the DJ, the host, and like I would have also needed the bride to enjoy the wedding, but I was too nervous. It was just like me alone, and I had to be the bride, and like what things happened. It was a disaster. So I regret not having been cloned into a few Tatianas. Otherwise, I would have controlled everything. Go on. I want you to practice go on doing something. Let's go on. Давайте продолжим практиковать наши глаголы. How would you say this?
Let's go to practice verbs.
Once again, everybody write this sentence in the chat. Давайте продолжим практиковать наши глаголы.
let's go on practicing, yeah, because
Practicing?
it's single action.
Let's go on practicing
verbs or
our verbs.
our
That's
verbs until 10 p.m. or
Until
a.m.
10 p.m. Yes, so 6 minutes. But давайте продолжим с новыми глаголами.
Let's go on with
Practicing with new verb.
To
Practice new
So,
verbs.
yeah, we go on doing the same thing. We go on practicing, but we go on to practice the new verbs, to do something else, maybe to do practical speaking or to do practical exercising. All right.
Okay.
Do you just have any examples of something that you have to go on doing or go on to do something today after we finish lesson? Maybe you were doing something like within your job, and after our English lesson now, you have to go on doing or go on to do. Any examples that you have to share? Maybe
After this lesson, I go on regret my buying my guitar.
I will go on regretting. Well, are you gonna drink vodka, Yura? Was it expensive? Was it expensive?
No, it's working not correctly.
Ah, it's working not right. Maybe you just need a good tune master.
I already did it, but it still needs to some fixes.
I see. Hopefully you can get to better results. Any other examples to go on? Yeah, it's difficult just to give something out of mind. I understand this might not be easy, but since I'm going to give you some homework to practice these verbs, I also want to tell you about 2 more verbs, because the exercise includes all of them. This is a need to and need doing. Have a look at these examples. I need to do something. It is necessary for me to do it. I need to get more exercise. I need to tune my guitar. I need to meet, Vlad needs to meet his friend and talk to him about something. And Alina doesn't need to do anything. She has done everything. Sasha needs to fix his graphics. Yeah, I need to work harder. Something that it's important for you to do it. Yeah, I need to pick up my balloons and I need to get a present for the mother of the child. Something needs doing. It needs to be done. So my phone needs charging. So I need to charge it. Do you think the jacket needs cleaning? Will the jacket clean itself? No, you will clean, or the cleaner will clean the jacket. It's a difficult problem. It needs thinking about very carefully. So somebody else will think about it. Who will charge your phone? Your phone will charge itself? No, you will charge your phone. Yeah, телефон нуждается в зарядке. Somebody will do it. Yeah, it's a difficult problem. It needs thinking about very carefully. Проблема сама себя не обдумает. Работа сама себя не поработает. So it needs thinking about. I have to think about it. You and I have to think about this problem. Yeah. So it needs to be, so kind of a passive meaning to the word after a verb after need, supposes being used in the gerund form. Something needs doing. It needs to be done.
It's like
Clear?
kind of short form of needs to be.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was not showing it to you. Gosh. Sorry, Vlad, once again.
I said that it's kind of short form of passive
Yes,
voice.
it's kind of a passive. See, I need to do, I need to get more exercise. She needs to work harder. Active. She needs to work harder. She will work harder. I need to get more exercise. I will get. I don't need to come. I don't need, I will not come. So the same doer. But my phone needs charging. The phone needs, but you will charge it. Do you think the jacket needs cleaning? The jacket needs, but somebody will clean it. The problem needs thinking about. The problem needs, but you will think about it. So it's a different doer. Okay. Help and can't help. You can say help to do, a help do. Like to use or not to use to, it's not important anymore. You can do or not, it doesn't matter. All people say differently, and both are considered grammatically correct. Everybody helps to clean up after the party, or everybody helped clean up. Can you help me to move this table? Can you help me move this table? After help, you don't have to use to, but you can use it. Easy. The rule without a rule. Okay. I can't help doing. It means I can't stop. I don't like him, but he has a lot of problems. I can't help feeling sorry for him. Can you kind of say this in Russian? I can't help feeling sorry for him.
Я не могу.
Не могу
Сожалеть.
не жалеть его. Не могу не смеяться. Не могу не расстраиваться. She tried to be serious, but she couldn't help laughing. Не могла не ржать, простите. She couldn't stop herself laughing. I'm sorry, I'm so nervous. I can't help it. Sorry that I feel nervous, but I can't stop feeling nervous. So you can't help doing something is you can't but do. Yeah. Kind of clear?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
give you exercises. I'm going to give you these exercises to practice this exact rule, okay? The verbs that we have looked at with you. Yeah, we're not going into new ones. I think this is enough for you today. To переварить?
To take in.
Good job. Беззаботный день не про сегодня.
Carefree.
Carefree day is not about today because you have to do your English homework. All right, guys. Thank you very much for coming. I'll see you next week. Please do your homework.
Yeah.
Remember to do your homework. You need the doing, okay?
Yeah.
Bye. Have a lovely
Yeah.
weekend.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.